Yeah, starting.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans. You're watching Hot Ones, and today we celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Hot Ones with a very special episode brought to you by Stella Artois, the official beer of Hot Ones. Join us next month at the 10th anniversary celebration of Hot Ones with a one-of-a-kind, live-recorded episode happening in Los Angeles with a very special guest. But first things first, I'm joined in studio today by Patrick Schwarzenegger. Patrick, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you around spicy food before we get started?
I'm so nervous right now. My heart is racing. My friends think that I will be one of your worst guests of all time.
You know what I think? I think you're going to prove them all wrong today.
Thank you.
Are you ready to get started?
Yes. Pray for me. I was getting some tips before I entered this gauntlet, and I was told, try not to use your lips. And I realized right away I went with the lips.
There's that Mike Tyson quote about everyone having a plan until they get punched in the mouth. You know, it's very true on this show as well.
Yeah.
When we had Sydney Sweeney on the show, she talked about how the White Lotus director, Mike White, would have her listen to Gen Z podcasts as a way to master the very specific way that her character speaks. And you know, your character, Saxon, has such a distinct way of talking, such a distinct way of moving. I'm curious if there are any unique notes or things that went into building out that side of the character.
There's kind of a story of Parker Posey. In the first days of filming, she came up and she kind of sat there next to me, and this was before we even started shooting, and she was like, what body part does Saxon lead with, honey? And like reached over and grabbed my leg, and she was like, my son. And I was like, I didn't know at that time. And she was like, you need to have a body part that he leads with. And that's kind of when we decided that he was going to lead with his genitals and kind of strut around like that. But so much of it comes from the writing. You know, Mike is such a genius with how he writes and builds these characters. And he had us watch certain reality shows that kind of some of the characters were based off of and things like that. Just winging it. Okay. Last night I was watching the episode with my mom and sister of Kevin Hart. And he was wearing sunglasses. And I thought maybe that was strategic.
Right.
To not show the watering eyes. I'm starting to feel it come on just a little bit.
I know that you take acting classes even to this day. Is there something that's not taught in that kind of instructional setting, but you think should be given the realities of making movies in 2025?
Yes. You know what's not taught in acting class, which I feel like they need to do, is green screen work. When I did The Boys, the Gen V show, and it was my first day of filming, and we were in the studio, and they had this whole dorm room built out, which was amazing set design. And I remember on the first day, it was the scene where I go and I wake up and I go to the door and I open it, and you're just staring at this green or the blue screen, and all of a sudden you hear the director yell, okay, now trees are coming out at you, and you're hearing voices from the right side, and you're like turning like this, and then now the trees are collapsing on you, and you're like, so it's a little weird of not having practiced or worked on effects or green screen stuff.
All right, Patrick, before we move on, after interviewing celebrities for 10 years, I've come to notice that beer is a very common request, and for good reason.
Okay.
It's a palate cleanser and the ultimate match against the wings. So as we get ready for the heat that lies in front of us, I think that we should reset with a Stella.
It's supposed to help?
It's supposed to help. Born again.
All right. Okay, pickled garlic sriracha.
And with that, by the way, you can tell your friends you have made it past the Khaled line.
I'm doing good.
You're doing great.
I'm doing really good.
I knew it all along.
Yeah, my heart rate has settled down. I wanted to wear my Apple Watch or like my Whoop or something to try to see if it would clock a workout in.
Do you have a specific way of analyzing scripts? And then how, if at all, is reading a script different than reading for pleasure?
Reading for pleasure versus reading for a script. I think when you're reading a script of and you're looking at the character of which you might play, or you are going to play, I feel like you always go into it a little bit different. Like, for example, with the White Lotus, I really only read my own character's material. I knew watching season 1, watching season 2, how there's all these different groups, but they don't necessarily interact with each other. And I didn't want to know what my character didn't know. And I also wanted to, I was such a big fan of the show that I wanted to be able to watch it as a consumer and not know what happens with like the lady storylines and things like that. So if I was reading The White Lotus for pleasure, I would have read through it. There's one like another 4 down that looks really scary.
And it is,
like
but don't.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about reading. Don't read ahead.
No?
On this show.
Okay.
Yeah. Just enjoy where we are.
Oh, I got a lot of lips on that one.
You're going in. You're doing it right. You're an actor. You know, you're immersing yourself in the experience of Hot Ones. You're not shortchanging yourself over here.
I haven't been in LA much recently. And when I am, my manager and agent try to slam in a bunch of meetings in the day. And they had me going right from this to a dinner meeting. I said, no way.
Yeah, you know,
I said, no way.
that's using your brain, you know, because I think that too all the time, you know, because we're part of a press cycle.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we have a shoot that's like at 11 a.m. or something, I wonder in my head, I'm like, did this publicist backload their media day and like kick things off with Hot Ones? You know what I mean? Such a rookie move.
Totally rookie move. At what point do you go for the milk?
Whenever you want to go for it, all right?
I want to be the longest lasting without milk.
All right, well, we're on that trajectory.
Are we?
All right, let's keep it going. I've heard you talk about how you've been on thousands of auditions, and by your own estimation, have been rejected from 99.9% of them. Do you have a most harrowing audition gone wrong story?
Oh my God. I have some really good ones. I've had one where I started to cry in it that was not meant to. I was not meant to
You were
cry.
tapping into an emotional depth in the
emotional
character.
thing. There was some other ones where, you know, they ask you, a lot of times with auditions, they ask you if you can, you know, can you ride horses or can you sing or can you know, things. And as an actor, you go, yeah, of course.
Fake it till you make it. Yeah.
And they're like, okay, great. Can you sing? Yeah, of course. And then they're like, all right, we need you to come in and perform for the other actors and for the producers and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And so I did, and they had the whole band and pianists and everything. And that one was a disaster. That was one where I cried during it. So far, I like them. It's good.
Well, we'll pack them up, and you won't
Take
leave
some
here
home.
empty-handed.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
that's absolutely right.
Good.
Do you have a most cherished memory from your acting debut as a 12-year-old on the set of Benchwarmers?
Oh.
You know, not only a highly underrated comedy, in my opinion, but also just seemed like a fun set to be on.
I was only there for, I think, 1 day. So I think I was jock kid number 3 was my title. And they're like, all right, it's your time to go. And I was like, this is my big thing. It's my big moment. And they're like, okay, we got a professional egg thrower that's going to throw an egg at your head. And then we're going to substitute in, I think it was David Spade or was it John Heater? And then that's when you'll go out and you'll say, what the heck was that? Come on, seriously? And I remember going out there, I did it in 1.
They had it like that.
I had it like that.
Talk about built different.
The egg nailed me right in the head. It was perfect, and that was a high. Tropical Amarillo. Okay. It's creeping up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the trajectory that we're on going forward. You know, I'm transparent from this side of the table.
I feel it.
But you're proving the friends wrong.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Got the win behind you.
It's all about mindset.
Exactly. So I've heard you talk about how your love of acting began when you would visit your dad at movie sets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, is there a sound stage or a backlot that blew your mind the most as a kid? Like, what was the most fascinating movie to watch get made from the sidelines?
I feel like, well, growing up, going to set was, I've talked about this before, it's like a kid's, it's anyone's dream, it's heaven. I mean, it's what I'm just like dreaming of getting to do now, which is like actually going and working in LA and being on the lot. And I would go in with my dad, and during breaks, they had a little golf cart, kind of like in the studio.
Yeah.
And he would go and he would take me over to the Jaws ride or to King Kong. At that time, there was the E.T. ride, which was like my favorite thing. And you would go and you would type in your name, or you would tell the person at the front your name. And at the end, E.T. would say like, E.T. Patrick, phone home. And you're like flying over the little cities below you, and there's stars everywhere. It was like the best. Oh yeah, I did get a little apricot.
Yeah.
I like how you say apricot.
There's the emphasis on the hot.
Apricot.
Apricot.
Hot.
It's almost like kind of like a spicy lemon to me, this one tastes like.
Yeah, that's what I would say that.
So, in addition to being an actor, I know that you're also a seasoned entrepreneur and investor, co-founding the wellness brand Mosh back in 2020. Do you have a Mount Rushmore of protein bar flavors, like a top 4 flavors of all time?
I almost whipped one out. I almost brought one in my pocket because I was told that peanut butter is pretty good for the mouth when things are hot. But 4 flavors, I would say peanut butter, chocolate chip, maybe cookie dough, the cookies and cream, and for us, a sleeper is lemon white chocolate.
Oof.
Lemon is speaking of the lemon flavor,
That's
had me reminiscing. That's what got me thinking about that.
All right. So this is me being honest.
Okay.
You looked ahead earlier and you were like,
Yeah, this
there's
is
a
the
wing
one.
that's further down the line. I was going to guess that this was going to be that one. Am I right?
Yes, it's like, yeah. It just looks scarier.
And it is.
Yeah, it's starting. The first like 3 or 4 seconds were okay.
And then it starts to build.
Yeah.
The volume gets
Still
cranked.
building.
And it kind of won't stop.
Yeah.
The remainder of this interview
Yeah.
will be uncomfortable.
Okay.
All right? As it is for me. But think about all your friends who said that you were going to be the worst. And look at you right now.
Yeah. I really want to go for the milk.
You can. There's no shame in it.
There's not?
There's no shame in it. Cheers.
It's getting hot.
That's the show. For better or worse.
I'm just gonna hold my lips in here for a second.
Do you have a biggest grocery store pet peeve? You know, I understand that you spend so much time at these places that you're like basically on a first name basis with everyone at the local market.
Yeah, I am. Who told you that? My fiance hates going to the grocery store with me because I can't go if I need to go buy this sauce, I can't just go and get the sauce. I have to go up and down the aisles and just walk around, spend some time. I always ask the guys in there what's new, and if there's new products, I go and buy it. I love going to the cereal aisle.
The cereal aisle.
My
Is that your favorite aisle?
Favorite aisle. A lot of the times I don't get anything, but I like to it's nostalgic. I like to go see what I used to have as a kid.
Like walking through an art museum, you just
that's
gaze
my
upon
art
it,
museum.
you just
Yeah,
soak
that's
it
my
in.
Van Gogh. That's my and the crossovers, the collabs that they have these days.
Mind-blowing.
It's like Fruity Pebbles with Lucky Charms with Frosted Flakes. You know, it's like a multiverse. Yeah, it's crazy. I like to look at that. I love the ice cream section. A lot of new stuff there.
They're experimenting.
They're experimenting with a lot of flavors. There's some cereal collabs within the ice creams right now.
Ooh.
God, ice cream sounds good.
Right now? Yeah.
Sounds really good right now.
How are we feeling?
We're good. That one definitely hit.
Right. But here's the good news, is it's so violent, that sauce,
Yeah.
that it almost makes the last two a little bit easier.
Yeah, my lips are numb.
Right.
So that's
you're
good.
like, you're
It's kind of like-
calibrated just right.
We're hitting that moment in the ice bath where you're almost starting to feel numb that it gets okay,
Yeah.
but you're at the worst point.
We've made it past the 3-minute mark. You don't feel anything.
Yeah.
What's 4?
Yeah. Let's keep going. You know what's prepared me for this? Thailand. When we were in Thailand and we were filming there, one of the first days because when we were staying at the Four Seasons, it was rented out, so it was just us, and we would go up, some of the cast would go up to the top restaurant and have dinner there together. And I ordered my dinner, and the guy said, "What do you want? What spice level do you want?" And I was like, I like spice, but I don't want something to like crush me, you know, like I'm just enjoying dinner. And he was like, "Okay, so you want like a medium?" And I was like, "Great."
Their medium is a
medium?
different kind of medium, yeah.
I mean, I had to take my shirt off. I had to take my clothes. I was sweating. Everyone else was laughing. The guy had to bring me the jug of milk. I quit. I said no more of the dinner. I had to swap out my meal. It was so incredibly hot. It was like I would say it was worse than this last.
Wow.
wing. Yeah, because I'm still sitting here right now.
Can you
And my
imagine
jacket
what their
hasn't come off.
spicy is? Yeah.
So their spice in Thai, I think that would. Yeah, you should do an episode in Thailand.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to. We'll book the Four Seasons.
Yeah. Production will love that.
Do you remember the first or last movie that made you cry?
The first or the last? I was watching Lion King on the flight back there.
That'll get you.
Yeah. When Scar there, yeah, that'll get you. The first one that made me cry might have been Lion King also. I don't know. Full circle there.
All right, Patrick.
This made me cry a little bit.
This is the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Well, I'll feel like DJ Khaled if I don't.
Healthy. All right, cheers, Patrick. What a ride.
I'm doing okay. I'm really, really proud of myself.
And you should be. And you'll have it all on film to show everybody. And with that, Patrick Schwarzenegger, the wings are behind us. And just one more challenge before we call it a day. So, much like myself, I understand that you're a pancake obsessive and have a recipe for oatmeal banana pancakes. I realize that this is a big ask under the circumstances, but we actually have all of the ingredients in-house.
Great.
If you'll humor me, I'm wondering if you can show me how to make your signature oatmeal banana pancakes.
Great, let's do it.
Let's do it. Bring in the mise en place.
Let's make some banana pancakes.
Let's do it.
We'll go with the dry ingredients first. We have some flour here. Mm-hmm. That's blended oats. We got some protein powder.
Yep.
Next, we'll probably go with some eggs. We have some Greek yogurt. This is gonna go everywhere.
That's all right.
All right.
It's a rental.
Okay, good. Might as well add this milk, I guess, too. A little vanilla extract. Looks fairly good to me.
That looks great to me.
Yeah.
Smells good, by the way.
Smells great. Now we'll just throw these bananas in there. All right, I guess we'll go with the scooper. Oh yeah, that's gonna be dense.
How do you know when to flip?
Usually you get a couple bubbles, but this one's really thick that I'm gonna have to do a little peek, honestly. Oh, it's golden.
Yeah?
Yeah. I cannot mess this flip up on camera. I don't want any hot butter to come out and burn you.
It's all right. I burned you. You know, it's only fair.
That's true. Ever so gently.
Flick of the wrist.
Guys,
That was smooth.
please get some zoom in, some close-ups.
Have you ever made such a
This
gorgeous
is honestly
pancake
one of
in
my
your life?
best. That is perfect. That is textbook.
Do you ever have to worry when you got a big boy like this?
Yeah.
That it's like not gonna cook into the middle?
Great question.
It'll be a little gooey
Great
inside.
question. Based on how everything's going today, I'm confident that it'll be firm throughout.
All right, and onto the plate we go.
And honestly, the size of that, I mean, it fits perfectly on that plate.
Wow, an embarrassment of riches.
This looks like it could be honestly, like a food photography, like.
It is beautiful. Oh, just showing off now.
Should like Salt Bay, just kind of. I don't know how many you guys wanted me to make, but this is.
It's all right. I think this will feed
I might
the whole.
tap out after one.
This will feed the whole studio.
That is perfect.
I'll give it a try.
I think you should.
All right.
Don't give your review yet. Let me.
That is. And I'm not just saying this.
That's actually one of the best
pancakes I've ever had in my entire life. And look at you, Patrick Schwarzenegger, taking on the wings of death, living to tell the tale, and making a perfect pancake to close things out. And now there's nothing left to do but celebrate with a well-deserved Stella. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. This camera, this camera, this camera, this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Not much. Not much. Unemployed at the moment. Headed to work. I'm going to film in London. Doing a new Amazon movie with Margaret Qualley and Aaron Pierre. So I'm really excited about that. I'm getting married. I'm getting married.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I got a lot going on.
All the cards coming up, Patrick.
So what else is going on?
Yeah, what you got going on after this?
Yeah. Want to go to dinner?
Yeah, let's do it. See if you can get that meeting back on the books.
Yeah, let's get that meeting back on the books.